Hey, be sure you go to alabamaroadtrips.com. We're giving away trip number 3 now. We call this the Baggage and Bass Package. And it includes a morning shopping at Unclaimed Baggage Center. And you get a gift certificate as part of that package. And there's all kinds of other stuff that's listed there that I named earlier in the program. And you get to go stay in Lakeland's Limited Cabin or a cottage, either one of those, designed for fishermen in mind. Spend the day fishing with pro Mike Carter, and you're going to be fishing on world-renowned Lake Guntersville, by the way. That is, if you don't know about Lake Guntersville, that's one of the most sought-after bass fishing lakes in the country, if not the world. Also, we throw in some cool trips over to the Walls of Jericho, eating at Carlisle's restaurant. Just all sorts of. You get to go see waterfalls and great views as you go to the Grand Canyon of the South and spend the afternoon. So we got a lot of stuff in this package you can win right now by going to rickandbubba.com. And I mentioned the Unclaimed Baggage Center. Now, there's been specials done on you guys. At Unclaimed Baggage Center, if you don't know about this, or maybe you've been introduced to it for the first time, the name tells you everything. This is a store that's filled with luggage that people never claimed.
Lost and unclaimed baggage. That's
lost
it.
and
from all over the country.
So how does it get to you? I mean, bags are lost and bags are unclaimed, but how does it get to you then?
Well, the airlines have 90 days to return
Right.
bags to their owners, and when that very small percentage of bags don't get reunited with their owners, we step in through our contracts and purchase them sight unseen. We've been doing it for 43 years.
It's like Storage Wars.
Better. It's so much better than that.
So what is an unclaimed
By the
bag
way, this
go
is
for?
Brenda Cantrell. I didn't introduce you.
Yeah.
Brenda Cantrell from Unclaimed Baggage is here with us this hour, and you are the brand ambassador.
That's it.
So you go and you say, we'll take it, and then you start sorting through it, see what you got.
We do. We sort through a lot of things. Of course, we throw a lot of things away.
You don't want no dusty drawers in there.
Throw a lot of things away. We actually operate one of the largest dry cleaning facilities in the state of Alabama. Wash about 50,000 pieces a month.
I bet.
Whoa.
Yeah.
50,000.
Well, you got to think about what's in those old suitcases.
Oh, you're right. You got to. And is there any what seems to like you've got now? Obviously, we've got one here you can see on TV.
You've got some
Yeah,
oddities.
and Sandra Burrows is here too, by the way, with NorthAlabama.org and Alabama Mountain Lakes Tourist Association. So, and Sandra brought us some fried apple pies today,
Absolutely.
girl. You
Just
go
ate
right.
one.
I made them.
Oh,
No,
did you
I
really?
You didn't make them.
They weren't
to claim
unclaimed
them.
in baggage, were they?
All right,
No, but I did have to get around Big Mama Womp Womp at the grocery store to get to the
well, I bet. Guys, you go through them. So all right. So Brenda and Sandra, welcome to the program. So Brenda, we now, if you're watching us on Heartland or on Ustream, you have sitting on the console of the broadcast plaza and teleport one of the items that, how can we believe it, was not claimed. And this is a stuffed mounted armadillo.
Armadillo, it is. I thought y'all would appreciate this more than the average customer that walks in the door.
How much you want for it, like it says?
I'll start a bidding war.
How
Let's talk
much you
about
want?
it, you know?
How much you want? Like it sits. I could see that at the hunting camp as a funny item.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah. Can't
But, you can understand probably why it was unclaimed.
Well, I'll start the bidding at $5.
Right. You know what? There's
Hey,
one
that'll
thi-
pay for my lunch today. Let's keep it going.
But you know what? There's one thing to say unclaimed. There's another to say left.
Yeah.
And
Abandoned.
abandoned luggage. And but you
That's not part of our tagline.
no, because some of it is, all kidding aside, quite valuable.
It is,
yeah.
yes. I mean, a couple other pieces I have. One is a $5,000 ruby and diamond belt buckle, and the other one is a $4,800 ruby and diamond belt buckle. And these are half the appraisal value, so I've got $20,000 worth of jewelry in my hand. And this is not
Unclaimed.
uncommon.
I'll give you
Yeah.
$5 for that.
I'll tell you what.
I
how
give
much
you 20 for the armadillo if you throw that in.
So I mean, now my mind's starting to be boggled. Bubba, help me. I understand. Hey, I think I lost the mounted armadillo somewhere. I forget it. But I lost. How much did you say the ruby there? And
Those two alone are probably worth about $20,000.
I got to tell you, because even if I just lose my clothing and I don't want to be hassled where I'm going, I am very aggressive on trying to get it returned to my hotel.
Sure.
I would be extremely aggressive if I thought I had $20,000 worth of jewelry in it.
I agree. And we don't know the stories behind these
No, you have
items.
no idea.
We've always said if these bags could talk a story they could tell. sometimes the appraisal value is worth more than actually getting it back. They could buy another piece of jewelry and, put new cabinets in the kitchen, something
that's
like
true.
that. So with jewelry, there's a different story. But we get tons of iPads and digital cameras and laptops.
Y'all haven't had a CPAP machine from around Auburn.
Scan up a little bit.
That's good. So, give me some idea how much stuff we're talking.
Oh, we probably have 1 million items pass through our store every year.
Rick, have you ever been in there?
I haven't.
Look,
Oh,
you
Rick.
need to bring the
Huge.
ladies.
See, I
Come to
know
an
you've
after-hour
been.
shopping
it's
trip.
Yeah.
Because it's 40,000 square feet. We cover a city block. We stock at least 5,000 items every single day.
And people come from all over the country to come see what you guys do.
They do. We're one of the top tourist destinations in the state of Alabama, and we actually had our biggest event of the year this past Saturday. It was our annual ski sale, and people camped out.
Ski sale?
Skis in Alabama, yes.
So all this is unclaimed equipment for skiing.
Yes, and the outerwear, and people camp out overnight and hang their hammocks and have bonfires. And
That's
you
somebody that went skiing, tore their knee up, and said, "The heck with it."
You're right. You're right. Hey, you didn't get your baggage back after you got out of the hospital. The heck with it. I don't need it.
Forget it.
I don't want to see those skis or that jacket.
maybe that's the case.
Well, it could be that. I got to tell you something. I don't know that I got to know some of these stories. Does it ever drive you crazy to the point you go, I got to know how this armadillo ended up here? I got to know why somebody would abandon, jewelry that was over $20,000.
Well, I've been there over 15 years, and it's not a matter of if something's going to come in, it's when it's going to come in. We've seen
it
just
all.
about all of it.
Yeah.
Now,
what about this certificate here? What is
this
this?
is a an original stock certificate from the Titanic.
What?
Company that built it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Where's your meter on
That's
this?
a very
Greg?
good investment.
Yeah. So this was a bond.
That's from like a
To
tour
help-
you take.
International Mercantile Marine Company that certifies that Booty McClellan and Company is the owner of 50 fully paid and non-accessible shares.
So they bought shares to build it, I guess.
And it was stamped, it looks like August 23rd of 1928.
Dang a lot.
And somebody just left that in their luggage and said, who cares about that Titanic thing?
I don't know if they cared or not. It may have been a collector that was traveling with it, and maybe their bag went astray.
So sometimes people might have really wanted stuff back. The window just closed on them getting it. And
Sure.
They declare it unclaimed, right?
Sure. And the airlines return over 99.9% of checked baggage, but they're not responsible for carry-on baggage. So lots of people, you get off the plane and you're dealing with your screaming kid and you forget the iPads in the back seat pocket.
You ever had anybody come in the store and say, that's mine and I want it?
We have one documented case of somebody that came in and he didn't know it at the time, but he bought back his wife's ski boots. And got home and she said, these look really familiar. And she lifted up the tongue of the boot and there was her maiden name.
Come on.
And she'd lost them 2 years before and gotten reimbursed by the airlines, which, people do when they file their claim. And that's the only documented case that we
He
have.
bought a pair of ski boots, turned out to be hers to begin with anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come, Greg.
Wow.
I promise it's true.
I'm gonna have to meet these
It's true. They're from Atlanta.
Right. I mean, look, they're right up there with the people that didn't go to their daughter's wedding because Alabama and Georgia and Tennessee were playing. But unfortunately, both of those, I think, are true stories. So, all right, we'll come back. I know a lot of people that have questions, the whole process. And you said, how much stuff you got?
We stock over 5,000 items a day.
And you're constantly looking through luggage.
Always.
Constantly.
Kind of like
How
washing
many
the pile of
bags?
laundry at home.
How many bags come in a day?
Well, we really don't talk about the number of bags, but it's
A lot of stuff.
a lot of
A
stuff.
ton.
I would agree.
All right, if you want to talk to Brenda and got questions and comments, maybe you've been to Unclaimed Baggage, their website, unclaimedbaggage.com, in show notes today. And also, you can win a trip to go shop there in our latest giveaway with alabamaroadtrips.com. Our guest, Brenda Cantrell from Unclaimed Baggage, Sandra Burrows here with us from NorthAlabama.org and Alabama Mountain Lakes Tourist Association. We're giving away another trip through alabamaroadtrips.com. This is trip number 3, and this one does include a little shopping spree there at Unclaimed Baggage. What is Unclaimed Baggage? Well, we've got their website at rickandbubba.com. You can also go there and see videos, Fox News coverage, and did a story on Unclaimed Baggage. There's an FAQ section there. And this really, Brenda, I mean, you've laid it out. This is baggage that has never been claimed, and then almost like the storage shows, you guys sight unseen, we'll take it, and then the process to start opening up the luggage, see what's there.
All day, every day.
And we've had everything from a stuffed armadillo all the way up to $20,000 worth of jewelry and a certificate showing of some stocks that were bought on the Titanic. and everything. And Speedy asked the question in the break, so a few of us got to benefit from it. But he said, "Do you ever find things that are illegal, like things that there might be a reason somebody didn't claim it?"
We do, and we have strict procedures in place and turn them over to the local authorities on a regular basis.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I guess if you get my bag, you can probably come back and find me, can't you?
Possibly so. I would think
But you're
so.
right. Somebody goes, "Hey, you missed. You want that bag?" No, I'm good. Forget
I'm
it.
good.
That
ain't my bag.
That ain't my bag. What you talking about?
I
It
got
looked like my bag.
What bag you talking about?
It's
And
the other Black Samsonite.
and you said that you also from time to time do a deal where there'll be a piece of luggage that somebody gets to open up and see for the first time and experience.
Yeah. It's our UVC baggage experience, and we do it every day. And it's a bag that has come off the truck, and all we've done is just make sure there's nothing harmful or overly embarrassing in it. But
I bet you see some embarrassing things.
we do, and those get thrown away. But then we have a customer that's randomly selected during the
Big
day,
dump truck out back.
and they get to open up that bag, and we kind of go through the process of how we get things ready to sell in the store, whether we're going to sell it or clean it or throw it away or give it away, because we give away a substantial amount of our incoming items.
Yeah, and then, so I guess that usually revolves around certain types of clothing or whatever that really are just donated. Or
There's clothing, there's eyeglasses that go to Lions Club International. There's medical items that go to international medical mission teams, just a wide variety of things like that. that we
Who
help
voted to
support.
hold on to the armadillo?
I did.
that's
I thought he
your
was awesome.
that's your mascot now.
He's my warehouse mascot.
I didn't realize they were so hairy underneath.
I'm telling you.
They are hairy.
I bet y'all go through the gloves when you're taking that luggage. out,
Oh,
don't you?
yeah.
I
We
mean,
have stock in them. We
because
sure
you,
do.
because you never know. I mean, what might be in there?
No, you
No.
don't.
Have you found weapons?
Yes.
I would think so.
What
But
about
you know, if-
snakes?
Yes. We actually had a live rattlesnake that was discovered in
You're
a box
kidding.
Come
on a
on.
warehouse, and we have a cemetery behind us, dead or alive. I just know he was put back there at some point.
Well, if he went to the cemetery,
Good chance he was probably dead, but I don't know. But then we also have
I hope.
a 6 foot long snake skin mounted in the store, kind of in our wild kingdom. I guess this is where this guy
Yeah.
would go. We have a
wild
stuffed
kingdom.
goose. We have moose antlers. We have the snake skin. We have a tortoise shell, a whale vertebrae.
wow,
I like to see that.
Yeah.
that's big.
Mm-hmm.
After watching Blackfish on CNN, it may be one of the orcas.
Could be right.
But wow, that's special. But so have you ever what in your mind, like things you get? Have you ever seen something that you just almost put out there just to see that was bought? You couldn't believe somebody bought. I mean, I know the most sought after item sounds like is stuff like sporting equipment that they think they can get a good deal on.
Apparently, skis are popular.
Yeah. Well, I would think if you even because a lot of times you have a kid who wants to play sports, you see how much it's going to cost to outfit a kid to play. I would think some of that equipment will be very popular too, because I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
you end up with that kind of stuff, don't you?
I mean, we have a number of different people that come into our store for different reasons. You have your value shopper that comes in for everyday items, but then you have the thrill seeker, the treasure hunter, because we're very much about the experience, because you never know what you're going to find. I mean, so yeah, they come in and you may be looking for one thing and end up finding another. For example, the $5,000 belt buckle versus the $299, earrings. But yeah, I mean, there's people that come in, and I'm not surprised anymore.
That the surprise days are over.
They really, I mean, they are. I shouldn't say the surprise days are over.
Don't say that, because you ain't got back to the office today.
That's right.
yet.
I don't know what came in today. We have paddle boards, 10-foot long paddle boards. I mean, you go, how did that end up there? Obviously, it wasn't, compactable
How'd they get it in
and
the suitcase?
inflatable. Yeah, exactly.
Do you see things that? You might get in trouble. With that. I was just going to say, are there certain things that shouldn't be there if all the screening process took place?
In our store or in baggage?
As bag, not in your store. I'm
Oh,
talking
sure.
about, like, you open up a bag and go, based on our system, that shouldn't be there.
No.
Okay.
No. We've not seen any.
That's a good answer anyway.
Yeah, it's the right answer anyway.
Thanks, Rick.
Sure.
Well,
No, I would agree. I mean, weapons, if they're in the bag and they're checked in the belly of the plane, and it's declared, then
Yeah.
that's legal.
And that
But
can-
no, we haven't seen anything
Not in a
that
carry-on
would,
or anything like that.
make us go into lockdown or anything like
right,
that.
I got you.
Yeah.
Stephen in Pelham. Steve, welcome to the program. Got a question for you guys. Go ahead.
Good morning, guys. How are you doing?
We're great.
We're all great.
I wanted to know if there's something that's readily identifiable, like a photo album with names in the front of it. Do you guys return that or try to return it to the owners?
Well, really, the baggage departments where they're trying to reunite these bags with their owners, they're like detectives, and I've heard their stories of them finding pictures and finding the photographer's watermark or trademark on it, and they go back to the photographer to figure out who the bag belonged to. So we know at the point that we've received these items, any identifiable information in the bag has been used, and if it came to us and it was an unsuccessful, multiple attempts at that point.
Because
So
I
you're
got to
saying
say,
the airline does that?
Yes, the
before it
airline.
gets-
Yes, the airline absolutely does all that.
so by the time it gets to Unclaimed Baggage, the store,
It's
all,
unclaimed.
all that
It is
has
unclaimed.
been exhausted.
Exactly right.
Well, I will say this because I know one customer sitting right over here. If y'all have got awkward family photos session, let me tell you, one Bill Bubba Bussy will come by.
The internet alone has changed that. Golly.
I saw one yesterday that would have absolutely slayed you.
It is good.
Chris in Scottsboro, Alabama, the home of Unclaimed
Let's
Baggage.
see who this is.
Chris, how are you, buddy?
Hey, great. How you guys doing today?
We're doing
great.
real well.
Yeah, my mother-in-law used to work there, and boy, to hear some of the stories that she found before the security was probably hopped up as it is now is unreal. But you know, it used to be that you could go in and find a real gem, and you maybe the store just didn't know what they had. But now with the internet and whatnot, it's so easy to look an item up and to find the value. I wish you could go back to the older days when it was really just a true, treasure hunt. Versus now, it's more like a really nice yard sale, so to speak. But
Well, I'd like to go back to the days when I could buy 99-cent gas and a gallon of milk for $1. So
If we're going to dream, let's dream.
those days are behind
It'll be
us.
hard to uninvent that internet.
Yeah.
But I mean, you find out though, just like you found out with the ski thing. Thanks for the call, Chris. That people. I mean, that applies to all of us now, though.
Sure.
I mean, it applies to the car salesman. It applies to everybody. We have the most informed, customer base now that we've ever had, and that's not a bad thing.
But I mean, on Twitter on Saturday, somebody posted that they got a $400 jacket for $45. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
And those things are still throughout the store.
Wow.
There's good deals, there's great deals, and there's fantastic deals.
Yeah. Well, and that's the whole reason you would go, unless you're like us and you're just coming to try and find something that might be strange.
And people do. I promise you they do.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I'm like you. When I look at this $5,000 belt buckle, I'm thinking to myself, that was somebody's spouse that was sick and tired of that belt buckle, and they want
And it was worth losing the clothes in the bag with it.
and they wanted to cash.
insured, and
They
they
wanted that
wanted-
insurance cashed out and be done with that belt buckle.
Because who else is going to give him $5,000 for that, right?
Right.
They'd probably get $10,000 for it. Actually, we sell it at half the appraisal value.
Wow.
Really? You said that earlier. I didn't realize that didn't register with me.
I'll say it one more time, and then it'll stick with you, right?
Yes. It always takes really 3 times before you have it.
Yeah.
And now
I've heard
what?
7, but I'm not going to go that many today.
Yeah. See, by the time I'm repeating something 7 times, I've gotten tired of it, and I want to forget.
Yeah.
But
Not
yes.
near as passionate about it.
So yeah, I mean, $400 jacket for $45, that's a pretty big deal.
I agree.
That's what I'm
And
It's a great place to get purses and luggage too.
yeah, now because I don't know any guys out there. If your wife's ever hit you with, "I need a new purse," man, they proud of those.
They are.
Oh yeah,
And they're proud of purses. Why are they so proud of them?
purses and sunglasses.
So really, that'd be a great place. Oh, I
We
mean,
get lots of
Tons
sunglasses.
of sunglasses.
I bet you do.
Lots of
You talking about like the big names and all
yes.
that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Like the $50 pair, get them for
$5 maybe.
Yeah.
straight up.
$200 pair might be
Because
be
let me tell you
$50.
why this is hitting home with me. I like sunglasses. I like to have nice sunglasses, but I lose and break them at an alarming rate. So I'm afraid to get some real nice ones because I know that I'll lose them or damage them.
The ocean's going to swallow them up.
I've gotten them
The
for
lake.
gifts before because I won't do it because I know something's going to. But now if I could come in there and get some that normally would be $50 and get them for $5-7.
Oh sure.
Now see that? Yeah. Now you're talking.
We're speaking your language.
Yeah, now you're talking to me
All right.
specific now. Well, thanks for being with us. Brenda, thanks a lot. And, of course, Sandra, thanks for being here. And go to rickandbubba.com. You can find all the information about Unclaimed Baggage. Be a great road trip for you if you've never experienced it. A lot of fun. I mean, no matter where you're watching or listening to the program, all the information is there. And, of course, don't forget to register at alabamaroadtrips.com. We're going to throw a little shopping spree in this in this third giveaway. So you get to go anyway. So do all that. And thanks for being with us. And come back and see us again. Hey, when you get some good
Take care of that
sunglasses-
armadillo when you go.
I'm gonna go on your
I'll
website
strap it
look for
into-
sunglasses.
See it. You can't shop online.
No.
Well, you don't have the like I couldn't see what you. I gotta come down.
You gotta come to the
I gotta
Come
experience.
take a
it.
look.
I gotta walk among the stuff.
That's
it.
I like
Let
it.
it speak to you.
Every day's a different day.
Every day there's new stuff
Oh,
coming in.
all day long.
We'll be back.